Dolphins are playing the Patriots, and yeah.
He pooped his pants.
1 second. Wait a second. There we go. That's more like it. Anyway, Dolphins and Patriots, we'll go at it. I didn't, and so here we go. Dylan, your voice isn't even in the stream. My broadcast has not stopped. It just says that it's a glitch. Look at the party chat. It literally says. Always says that. Look at the party chat though. Shows the little icon.
And the Miami Dolphins, as they'll square off against Tom.
Coach, autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game. Questions every the year the dynasty crumbles, and every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the 90s. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, now Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first.
There, now our voices are in the stream, Jalen.
Throwing nails Brady.
Brady throws it out to White. White down the sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big.
Bring up 2nd and 4.
AKA one fan who
Looked
himself.
like there was an opening. Still ended up with a
Jalen, do you want me to take your voice away? 'Cause I can, because you're saying a bunch of untrue stuff.
So here's 2nd and 4.
My parents taught me not to lie, so I'm not lying.
Brady gives to Michelle, and he is met quickly in the
Well, you are lying, because your parents never taught you to lie, or taught you not to lie. They never did that. So, go into a gigantic
Colby took
slobber knocker.
his pants.
get ball.
Took your voice off. Wow, Jalen, saying those words when your parents aren't home.
From the gun, it's Brady.
You better make sure your dad doesn't come in the room and hears my voice. So I'll tell him what you said.
They're able to convert.
No, I'm kidding, Jalen.
Sets up a 1st and goal. This is one thing you can't do with
Yeah, dang, you're lucky you didn't say those words on film.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back
5-step,
7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little
Jalen,
bit.
you know you're talking really quiet.
And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call...
Well, you're quiet, and your voice isn't even on the stream anymore, by the way.
That's a really alert defense there because
It was like that right before you said the nasty words. No, I'm kidding. The Jalen words, you know. There's a lot of Jalen words like try hard and bot and stuff.
In the backfield, 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady.
We should not start a rap battle because that's dumb.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was so dumb, Jalen.
At the Patriot offense.
I honestly, I was just putting random people in it.
Separation from the defensive backs because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one.
Like, I literally just typed in a letter and then started adding like 50 people that I found on there.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight end.
Oh wow, just stop. Oh, the Dolphins almost blocked the field goal. Oh my God, that would have been something.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for
down after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Miami Dolphins taking over for the first time, and at this point in the season, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick under center.
And guess who has the longest winning streak in the AFC East? It's the Miami Dolphins. 2 games in a row led by Ryan Fitzpatrick. For the year, 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. We may not see many more 400-yard games from Fitzmagic, but we're seeing a load of inspiration, and his team's coming along for the ride.
Mike 20. Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. Our attack. It's our attack.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A draw play now. Ballage. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. So look now at the Miami offense.
And when you see Devontae Parker in a uniform, you expect big plays from him. Remember, he was the 14th overall pick out of Louisville in 2015. Hasn't quite reached those heights, but he's a huge red zone threat.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On play action, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Wait, set 29. Alpha. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check it.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. How many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Hey, ball 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that's complete. It's Watson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Brady now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wait, that slide, 82. Get him, get him, get him. When he hit,
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Miami's offense coming back out here. Break up the Dolphins, CD. I mean, second straight win. And now 2-7 following the win in Indianapolis in Week 10.
Well, they won't throw them a parade for these 2 wins, but still, how great do they feel right now? And let's face it, if you're going to have Ryan Fitzpatrick as your quarterback, you're not going to have a team that's just going to give up games easily. They've come a long way from a group that lost 59-10 and 43-0 to start the season. Now they're home against Buffalo. Then they go to Cleveland. Before they were relying on faith, which is belief without evidence. Now with these 2 wins, they're starting to believe they can win these games.
All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
From the gun, Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Brady, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
On for the extra point is Folk. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. Downs. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Brady, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Dorsett making the catch. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run it with Balaj. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Fitzpatrick in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Let's take it inside his own 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Shotgun now for Brady. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike 180! Mike 54!
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Folk for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Back to it after the pick 6, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Balaj. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Just like that.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Patriots 33, Dolphins 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Brady to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that this slot receiver are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wide 20. Go tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Regular.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All day, baby. All day. Sugar.
Brady with a give to Bolden. And an alley to run. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He hits White, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Brady going to throw here. Goes underneath here to White. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Fitzpatrick on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards the pickup there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
And that is a wrap. Patriots win. 4-2.